Alright, hey, Hades Mega here, and this is my show and tell video for my new camera. Alright, so if you guys wonder what cameras Hades Mega uses to shoot his videos as a YouTuber, then this is that video, alright? I'll show it all, alright? But this is my newest one right here. Yeah, it's fully equipped right now, alright guys? But probably normally I wouldn't have this much stuff attached to it. Alright, so this is the Canon Vixia HF R800. Yeah, it's kind of a mouthful. Okay, this is my new camera, and I'm shooting this with my older camera. Right, I'm probably still going to use both of them, and I'll do a little review on or a comparison between the two. All right, but this time I wanted to go with a camcorder. More often than not, Hades Mega is doing videos. Just shooting videos, alright? I don't really need to do pictures and stuff, you know. And Hades Mega used to use camcorders back in the days, you know, before the age of digital cameras and all that. And I wanted to try a camcorder again, okay? Those are like Sony camcorders and stuff. But since the camera I'm shooting this video with right now is my Canon Powershot G7X Mark II, okay? So if you guys are wondering, you can't see it because obviously I'm shooting the video with it right now. All right. When I do the video on the G7X, I'm gonna swap it. Okay, guys. we'll put this camera on the tripod. Okay. So anyway, yeah, this is my new camera. I got this for $100. What a bargain. This is one of the newer Canon camcorders. I don't think it's the most top of the line one. Is what I'm gonna say. So I got for $100 on Mercari. What a bargain! I think these go for more than like 200 bucks. Okay. Sometimes you could find a good deal. You know, sometimes people buy camera equipment and they use it for like a trip or something, like a vacation trip, and then they never use it again, and they wind up selling it. Those are the ones that you want to buy, guys. Don't buy some busted up camera that Hades Mega's used. Like, don't buy it from like a YouTuber. Let's say, because they're probably used and abused, like Hades Mega's cameras. Okay, but yeah, this one is relatively new. I haven't messed it up yet. All right, guys, and I'll take all that. But yeah. So these are the attachments on there right now. So one of the things I don't like about this camcorder right off the bat is, and I'm not gonna go into like huge detail. Hades Mega is not the biggest camera file guy, okay? I just need a camera that just works, okay? Alright, and anyway, so yeah, this camera has already been accessorized a lot, alright? And I'll talk about the accessories, and then we'll talk about the camera since I already got them all strapped on there. So I've got this Joby professional microphone. When I saw this camera, I was like, oh, it has a microphone input. I've never used the microphone before, so I wanted to try it out. All right. I would probably use this. I think the microphone is pretty good on this camera, is what I'm gonna say. But I would probably use this in environments where it's windy. All right, because it's got the little sock over the microphone to keep the wind away, type of thing. So there's that. That's really annoying. When it's really windy, you're trying to get video when it's really windy, and you get that, you know, the wind noise and all that stuff. I bought this specific one because I heard it has a rechargeable battery in it. Okay, so if you look on this side, all right, on this side right here, there's a USB-C port. All right, and then you just plug it in. Also, I think it has so you can use it as a Bluetooth microphone because there's a Bluetooth button here. Alright, and this is the power button here. Hades Mega I haven't really been using it all that much, alright, but like I said, I wanted to give it a whirl. Alright, there's an external microphone port right here. I mean, the port for the microphone is right here. And then they give you this coily cable, and it goes to the side of the camcorder right here. Okay, there's a port right there. So what makes this really annoying is that the viewfinder, all right, because this camera only has a digital viewfinder. It doesn't have like a peep port or something, you know, peephole. You can't open or close this thing all the way. All right, so to turn it on and off, you got to use the on off button here. Okay, unless you unplug this. So if I unplug it, I can close it all. Oh, it just turned on. I must have hit the on off button. So yeah, so to turn the camera on and off, you use the this guy. All right, when you close it, it turns the camera off. Okay, so it automatically turns it on and off when that goes in and out. All right, yeah, because there's no peephole. Yeah, okay, so that's enough about the microphone. I don't really know how often I'm going to use it. It's kind of big and ugly looking too. So, all right, so it's mounted on a Ulanzi cold shoe holder dealie. All right, it's got you can put you can put 3 accessories on this mount. All right, maybe more. There's this thing with a hole on the front here. All right. I got this on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description where I got all this stuff too, guys, if you're interested in purchasing it. Okay, I think this is by Ulanzi also. This is my camera light. I have this one and another one. I like this one because it's super bright. All right, but the light is really it's really bright, guys. So it might wash out the image type of thing. Okay, it does have filters and stuff, but it's rechargeable. But I think I don't like about it is it uses its own charger cable. All right, it is waterproof also. Okay, and the way you turn it on and off is you hold this button down. Okay, all right, so those are all the accessories. Oh, was there one more? All right, so this camera doesn't have a cold shoe, okay, or hot. Yeah, it doesn't have a hot shoe or cold shoe, whatever. It doesn't have the accessory mount, so I use this sticky mount here. Okay, I use that sticky mount there. Here, for whatever reason, they sent me a whole bunch of them when I ordered them on Amazon, but this is it. All right, it's a adhesive backed accessory shoe. All right, it comes in the 2-pack. They just threw a whole bunch in a box. I really only wanted two 2-packs, and they gave me like 6 or 8 of them. Okay, that's way more than I need. All right, but yeah, I mounted it up here. All right, and it's just got a sticky tape on it. Hopefully the sticky tape stays on there pretty good. All right, I definitely wouldn't want my accessories falling off. Yeah, okay, so those are all the accessories I have on there. Oh yeah, there's one more accessory, but let me take those off first. So, all right, so it comes off like this. Okay, and it only goes one way with this accessory shoe thing. All right, most accessory shoes you can go in and out whatever direction you want. Okay, so those were those accessories. Wow, it sure has slimmed its profile quite a bit. Okay, so the last accessory, all right, is this wide angle lens. All right, guys. So one thing, this is part of the review already. One thing I don't like about this camera is its field of view. It sucks, guys. Okay, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's not as good as the Canon G7X. Okay, the G7X has a great field of view. You know, this you have to like move the camera far away to get the angles that you want. All right. That's what I want to say. So that's why I bought this wide angle lens conversion kit. All right. It has the macro on there too. So I guess if you want to shoot, like do macro shots, you leave that on there. So it's like kind of like a 2-stage thing, but you're supposed to use it with this. This is a 43 millimeter, I think it's 43 to 62 millimeter wide angle lens, all right? And I got it for $15 on Amazon. What a bargain. That's what I want to say, all right? Yeah, this is the carrying case for it. All right, and this is the box for it right here. All right, it's made by Vivitar. It's a name brand. I was surprised. I thought it was going to be some, you know, cheap made in China stuff, but it says it's a 0.43x professional wide angle lens with macro. Okay, guys, and I'm just gonna leave that on there. All right, guys. So one thing that one thing I do like about this camera is you can put this lens covers or filters on it, and it would prevent you from getting dust in your camera lens. All right, so that's one of the things I don't like about the G7X is you can't do that with the G7X. And my G7X has all sorts of dust behind the lens. Okay, the front glass. Yeah, it's got scratches and all this stuff on it, and there's nothing you can do to protect it, you know, other than when you turn the camera off, it's got the little shields on it. All right, but dust finds its way in there, right? There's a lot of mechanical moving parts and stuff. This doesn't have any external parts that go in and out of the camera and stuff, so I don't have to worry about dust getting in the camera as much, all right? It does have a, yeah, let's take this cap off. All right, it does have a camera cover, all right? It's right here, it's a mechanical one. All right. You can open and close it, but as you can see, what's the point of using it if you got something over the lens already? So, but yeah, so this is kind of the good thing is since this wide-angle lens is it's not very expensive. This is going to be the sacrificial lens, guys. All right, so if this gets any cracks or scratches or whatever, or dust in it, I don't know how you would get dust in it. Hopefully, it's sealed. Then I won't have that problem with the G7X, okay? All I have to do is just replace this, all right? Also, in addition to that, I bought a UV protection filter, all right? And it's just to serve the same purpose, to protect the lens from dust and other stuff, all right? Because like I mentioned, my G7X is busted up, guys. So, you guys will see it in a bit, all right? But yeah, I have this, but the problem with this is, well, yeah, it's not a wide-angle lens, right? And then I wanted to get the wide-angle lens all of a sudden, all right? So one of the problems with the wide-angle lens is it's bigger and it's easier, you know, it's easier to damage. That's what I'll say, all right? And it uses 62mm filters, so you can actually stack filters on this, all right? If I wanted to buy another one of those UV filters, I could put it on there, all right? One thing I've noticed with this guy is the glare, all right? The lens flare is nuts on this thing, guys. Because you can see here, if you look in the lens, you can see you can see my light, all right? The light that I use in my my office studio to light stuff up. You can see like 3 images. There's one here, one there, and one there. Okay, guys. So the reflections are nuts on this thing, all right? Okay, so I'll show you how it kind of works. All right, okay. So here's the battery. The battery goes in and out. All right. I don't like that you have to use a. It uses this guy. All right. It's a power adapter. All right, and you got to plug it in. All right. It doesn't use a USB cable, guys. It uses a like proprietary charge cable. All right, and that plugs into this port right here. Where is it? Oh, right here. Never mind. It's right there. Right there. All right, that's where that plugs in. All right, so if you wanted to charge the battery in the camera, that's where you need to charge it, and you need to use that proprietary, you know, charging brick thing. Okay. But also you can take the batteries out, all right? So if you look here, this is the battery right here, guys. It's kind of big and chunky, all right? But you know what? It has very good battery life, all right? So the one thing, my complaint about the G7X is the battery life sucks. It's no good, man. Like, I had a Galaxy camera before, and then the Galaxy camera's battery is way better, all right? So that's what it looks like, all right? It looks very similar to, like, you know, camcorders of the past, all right? And you just slide it up in there and it snaps into place, okay? It's a little bit, you know, it's a little chunky, but I'll take that over, like, I have to swap the battery all the time, right? So I actually bought, like, I bought a charger and extra batteries, all right? But I think one battery lasts about, like, 2 hours or something. It lasts quite a while, all right? Much longer than the Canon G7X, man. For reference, here I have the battery right here. For reference, this is the camera G7X battery, all right? You could literally put 3, you put 3 of these batteries for one of these batteries, okay, guys? I would kill to, like, have one at least twice as big as this in the G7X, man, because I'm just swapping batteries all the time, guys, on the G7X. Every time it dies like that, it pisses me off, okay? Okay, but yeah, you can charge it on the camera, but I'm opting to take the batteries out and then swap it with another one, and then put the other one in the charger, or it's an external charger. All right, and I have the same dealie for the G7X also. Okay, so that's the battery. The battery life is excellent on this compared to the G7X. That's one of the things I'm happy about. All right, like I mentioned, it doesn't have a good field of view, but this fixes that. All right, and then yeah, so here's how it operates. Basically, you just swing this puppy open. Okay, one thing I don't like about the screen is not very good on this. It is a touch screen. All right, you can touch it and stuff. All right, but it's not a very good screen. All right, guys, it's not as sharp as the screen on the G7X. So that's one of my complaints about it. I would have rather have a nice viewfinder than a small peephole, you know, type of thing, compared to this. All right, it's kind of hard to tell what kind of video you're getting, you know. The G7X screen is much nicer, okay guys, but I think the G7X is a much more expensive camera. Okay, can you shoot photos with this? I think you can. There's a little button here that you press, and I think it takes a picture, but I've never got it to take good pictures. All right, so but the primary reason I bought this camera was to shoot videos, not pictures. All right, and if I want to shoot pictures, I will use my phone. Okay, I'll show you this guy in a bit. All right. Yeah, my phone shoots pretty good pictures. All right, so there it is. That's the screen, and then to turn the to hit record is right here. The record button is right here. You hit that, and it'll start recording. All right, here's an example. Okay, there you go. It's recording right now. You can see the red light blinking. Okay, it's in standby. It's pretty quick. I like it. The memory card is right here. All right, it goes in and out right here. It goes in at an angle. It's kind of cool. Okay. I'm using a Samsung 256 Evo card. Okay. I saw it was like on Amazon for like 15 bucks. I was like, oh shit, I'll just buy it, man. Okay, so that's the card that I'm using. It does have a HDMI input or output right here. It has a USB right here. I guess you can hook up a headphones to it and a microphone. All right, it's you know, it's very video focused camera. All right. Also, you can use it as a vlogging camera. All right, or if you want to be in the shot. Oh, yeah, you're gonna go like this now with the wide angle. Okay, and then now it flips it around, and you can see me. Okay. It does have like a face focus feature. Okay, which is nice. So if you were gonna shoot like a vlog with you in it, you know, if you're trying to shoot yourself in like third person, then this is what you would use, okay? But then if you want to shoot behind it, you gotta go like that. It's kind of annoying with the wide angle lens. Adhesive doesn't have a lot of time with that lens yet. Okay, and yeah, so that's pretty much it. It has a tripod mount on the bottom, obviously. Let's close this. So yeah, you just close this, and then the camera will shut off. Okay, it'll also remind you to open the lens cap. All right, like I mentioned, it closes. There's a cover for it right there. Okay, and this is the camera strap right here. All right, that's how you would hold it. You would hold it like that. All right, guys. It's kind of hard to hold when you have all the accessories on it. Also, by the way, okay, and then there's the it's a tripod mount right there. Okay. It's I don't know, the way it is right now, I would say it's a couple pounds. I'd say like maybe like 3 pounds. I don't have a scale with me. But I also have this is a tripod that I use. All right. You can use this as a kind of like a selfie stick. Okay. So I use that like a selfie stick, so you can shoot the video like that. And also you could and yeah, it's a tripod. It's a tripod, and then you can adjust the angles like that. Okay, so usually when I want to get a really low shot, that's what I use. Okay. One thing I've noticed is that the focus is better on this camera. This camera focuses better than the G7X. However, the screen isn't very good, so it's hard to tell if you're in focus or not. The G7X the focus is really slow, and it sucks, man. I have to constantly tell it, hey, focus, 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 and it's so slow focusing. So maybe just mine is old, you know, is what I'm gonna say. Okay, so there it is. So that's my Canon Vixia HF R800. All right. Oh, also I forgot to mention it has a 57x advanced zoom. All right. I don't know how much of that is optical and how much of that is digital, but the zoom is very good on it. Check it out, guys. Okay, it zooms in and out really fast. Oh, I have the cover on. There we go. Okay, it's really fast and it's really smooth. I guess all the zoom mechanism is inside the camera, so there's no moving parts that go in and out of the camera like the G7X. The G7X, it has to physically, there's a motor that moves the lens in and out, and it's slow and kind of clunky. And I think it only has, I forgot how much the G7X has. The G7X zoom is not very good, guys. It's like a 8x or something. This is like 57x. It's got ridiculously good zoom. Okay, guys. So if you want to shoot like far away stuff, like outdoors and stuff, this is a great camera. Okay, so yeah, just because I bought this camera doesn't mean I'm not going to use the G7X anymore, but I'll probably use both of them. But if I'm shooting, you know, videos and vlogs and stuff, this is probably the one I'm going to use, especially the outdoor stuff. Okay, it's kind of sucks that it doesn't have a cold shoe on it, but I added one. Okay, but more often than not, I probably, when I'm shooting like videos in my garage for, you know, stuff I'm working on, probably just gonna use the light. Okay, and then if it's windy out, I'll probably use the microphone. I'm not really sure, you know, because it's really annoying having to use the camera, having something plugged in here and then you got to turn it on and off with the button. It's kind of annoying, but the verdict is out whether I like having the microphone or not. I just want to say, but it's nice that it's something I get to try. None of my other cameras have like a microphone port on it. Okay, so that's my Canon Vixia HF R800. I hate how long the name is. All right, G7X is so much easier to say. Powershot G7X. Yeah. Okay, so this is my new camera that I'll be using, and then now you guys will get to see what the camera that I'm shooting the video with right now. Alright, guys, and so this is my Canon G7X Mark II. Alright, so this is the Mark II, not the Mark I, not the Mark III. Okay, I believe one of the features of the Mark III was that it had like a microphone port. Alright, so if you wanted to use an external microphone, that's the one to get. Alright, but from what I heard, the G7X Mark II is the best one. Alright. Alright, so this is what I use. You can see it's seen better days. Okay, guys. Let me see if I can get this thing. I know one of the things about this this camcorder is like it makes the videos like really really bright. Let me see if I can make it not so bright. Okay, there it is. So that's the Canon G7X. All right, I tried to mess around with the brightness. So one thing I don't like about this camcorder, all right, the one that I'm shooting the video that you guys saw in the previous video clip, is that it's hard to adjust like the video settings and stuff. This has a physical, so here's already the things I really like about this camera. Okay, it has a physical knob here that you can use to select different modes, and it has an exposure right here. All right, so there's two. All right, this changes the modes, top one. All right, I'm in the custom mode right now because it's like too bright, so I wanted to make it less bright, you know. There's a exposure dial right down here. Okay, you can dial the brightness up and down. All right, like I said, I don't have a lot of time on this camcorder yet, so I don't really know how to do that with the camcorder, but it's very easy to do it on the G7X. So for the verdict is up on whether, you know, Adhesive Mega likes the camcorder or not. All right, maybe for like outdoor stuff it's nice. All right, so you can see it's got accessories on it. It's got an accessory cold shoe right here. Okay, it adds a cold shoe to the side. This one doesn't come with it. I don't know why Canon doesn't add cold shoes to their stuff. All right, what if, you know, we want to do stuff to it, right? So there's a flash right here. there's a button you hit here and the flash pops out. So if you wanted to use a flash, so yes, this is a digital camera, guys. All right, it's not just a video camera. All right, but Hades Mega mainly uses it for video. All right, it has a very nice screen. Check it out. Okay, the screen is very good quality, much nicer and sharper than the camcorder. It's also bigger. All right, I've got a screen protector on this one though, so but it's still pretty good. All right, and you can tilt this guy up and down like that. It'll even go down like this. Okay, and you can flip it all the way for a selfie mode. Okay. So you can see, yeah, I can already tell you the field of view is already better. Okay, so I'm shooting the video with my camcorder, all right, the Vixia camcorder, and then you guys can see me in the viewfinder right there. Okay, this does have face tracking, and yeah, you can see the screen is much nicer, all right, much nicer. So you can get a good idea for what the picture looks like, you know, when you're shooting video. Okay. And you just flip that around. It does have a touch screen, okay. It does have zoom, all right. But so one of the things I don't like about this camera is when you zoom in and out, it's a mechanical zoom, all right. There's no internal, or the zoom is external, not internal, okay. It takes time to zoom. All right, and also you can see that the lens is kind of not good. All right, it's missing the cover here on the front, the metal cover, and it's also missing the shades. You know how like the camcorder I'm using right now has it has the manual one that you can flick on and off. This one has an automatic one, so whenever you turn the camera on and off, it opens the shades or closes the shades. Okay. You can see it's pretty bad, beaten up, man. I think what happened was I dropped it while it was on the tripod. It fell forward on the lens. All right, I'm surprised it just didn't break it right away. And it bent the shield here. It bent everything, so I had to take everything off, and that's why I don't have it on there right now. Okay, so it is there's no cover for the lens. Also, the inside of the lens, it's got all sorts of dust and stuff in it. All right, let's see if I can get that on this camera. The zoom is very good on this camera. Yeah, you can see it. See how dirty the lens is. That's in the inside, guys. I can't get that out. You know, like I can try to blow some of it away, man. But okay, but it's still on there, right? I can't wipe that away or anything because it's behind the lens. There's a lot of dust back there, guys. A lot of dust. All right, hopefully that doesn't happen to the camera that I'm using right now, but yeah. It's got a chip in the lens too. All right, I think there's like right here, there's a scratch here, and there's a chip right here. Yeah, I think I might have been welding with it or something, or a rock hit the lens or something. So you can't put like a sacrificial lens cover or lens on the camera. All right, and I think replacing this lens is very expensive, guys. This is not a cheap camera, the G7X. Okay, so that's one thing I don't like about this camera here. All right, I do like that it's compact. All right, it says a Canon G7X here. This is the red light little right here. Okay, there is a dial here that you can program it. You can program it as a manual zoom, or a focus. Yeah, you can program this for a zoom or focus. I think I use it for focus sometimes. All right. Yeah. Also, you can set this in a manual mode. All right. Manual focus mode, and it'll lock the focus in. Right. Like if it's trying to focus on something else that you don't want it to, you can lock it. So because it's so annoying. This also does have Wi-Fi. There's Wi-Fi capabilities on it. I think it has a GPS also. It'll also record your GPS coordinates and stuff. I don't really use that stuff. Okay. So these are the buttons it uses. There's a ring function button, like I mentioned, that ring on the front right here. I'll just turn it off. Okay, it's got this is the record button here for the video. All right, there's a shutter button up here for when you take pictures. All right, like I mentioned, there's a mode select dial, and then there's an exposure dial right here. So I like all this stuff here. This is great. This is what makes this camera awesome. And like I mentioned, the screen is really nice. And then there's like a, you can set different functions here. I think this is a macro, something to do with the manual focus. There's a flash here. You can turn the flash on and off, but you have to open the flash if you want to use it. All right, that's this thing that pops out right here. There's a select button in the center. I think you can change the different picture modes. Like you can do like a burst photos and stuff. You can change the info on the screen right here. This is the preview button, and that's the menu button. Okay. The Canon only has an on-off button and a preview button. That's it, guys. And obviously the record button, right? That's all the. In a way, this is more advanced camera. I think this is a more, you know, for this is a more professional camera, as I say. All right, guys. But like, if I just wanna, you know, if you want a camera to set it and forget it, camcorder. Okay, if you're gonna shoot more videos, I think the camcorder is the way to go. Okay, but this camera has an excellent field of view. I like it. This is the one I use to shoot the figure videos and everything. All right, I use this camera for everything, guys. Everything. It's got HDMI. I think it's a mini HDMI port. You can see like the rubbers coming out from the camera. This camera has had so much use. All right, there's a lanyard strap right here. I got it. I think this is the Wi-Fi button right here. Okay, so how you would charge it on the camera is, I think there's a USB-C port. Is there? No, there's a micro USB. That's a micro USB right there. You plug it into there. It takes forever to charge it like that, though. All right, I think an orange light goes on. There's like a mini HDMI port right there if you want to hook it up to a TV or something. All right. Okay, and yeah, and then so I've also got an accessory shoe on it. All right, so it's pretty nice. It's a big metal thingy. Okay, you can attach the tripod right here, and then there's the cold shoe right here. All right, so everything will be on this side. Also, you can add another lanyard right here. Okay, so this kind of goes on the bottom. It makes it a little chunkier in the bottom, but it's okay. All right, and then yeah, and then so when I use this with the tripod, I have to put the base mount on it, and it covers the door here, so I don't like. All right, so this is the door for the memory card. It uses the same SD card, the big SD cards. All right, and then that's the battery right there. Okay, I showed you what the battery looked like earlier. Yeah, so that's one of the things I don't like about this camera is the battery life sucks, man. I'm constantly having to change. Like I'll say, you can get probably 20 minutes of video from a fully charged battery for sure. Okay, guys. Okay, and yeah, so that's my Canon G7X. I think I bought this camera for about $120. The funny thing is, I had bought a Canon G7X Mark I from, I think I got it on eBay, and I got it. I forgot how much I got it for. I got it for 100 something. I think I got this for 120 from some lady. I bought it from some lady on Facebook Marketplace, and it came with this this cool tripod. All right, and that I use this a lot. Okay, I like it. It's really durable. And then yeah, and then so here's my phone, guys. So this is the phone. This, like I mentioned, when I do want to take pictures and stuff, I use this phone. All right, it's a LG V60 is what it is. Okay. And that's the Mercari thing, and yes, it's a phone, all right, guys. Here's what the camera looks like. Okay, it takes pretty good pictures, is what I'm gonna say. Probably not as good as the Canon pictures. What I use the Canon for is when I shoot figure videos. Yeah, when I shoot the thumbnails. The thumbnail camera picture shots, I use this camera. All right, this one right here. Okay, so you can see the dust in the lens. It's awful, man. And I can shoot video with this too. All right, it's just I like the convenience of being able to take the memory card out and just shove it in my computer, as opposed to this. I can't just easily take the memory card out of this. All right, guys. So that's why I don't use this. But I can upload pictures to my Google Photos, and then I can download it on my computer from there. So that's how I do the pictures. That's why I don't really do videos with this, because it's hard to get the videos off it. But I can upload the videos to my Google Photos also. All right, but yeah, that's the camera server. That's the cloud service I use. I use the Google Photos. All right, guys. Unfortunately, these will not upload to the cloud. Maybe you can find a way to do it. All right, because this one has Wi-Fi. But yeah. Okay, so yeah, that is all my goodies. Like I mentioned, like I can use this light on this. I use this light on this one all the time. All right, I just plug it into here. Okay, and if I want to use more, I guess I have to use this funky dealy right here. Okay, but I can't use a microphone on this one. It doesn't have a microphone thingy, so that's why I was kind of excited with the camcorder. And I am using the microphone right now, guys. Okay, if you guys are wondering. Yeah, and then so for the last part of the video, I want to show you the difference between the wide angle and the not wide angle. All right, guys. And then I'll show you what the field of view looks like for the Canon G7X. So that was my biggest gripe about the camcorder I just bought. All right, the video I'm shooting this video with right now is the field of view sucks, guys. Okay, but I fixed it with this big ass freaking wide angle conversion lens. All right, but yeah. So in the next couple video clips is just going to be a bunch of clips of me. Me showing you the field of view. So I will leave the tripod in the same position it is in right now. All right, and I'm just gonna swap the cameras and swap the lens. Okay. So yeah, let me go get a subject. Okay, guys. So this is Alyssa from God Eater. All right, guys. and so I wanted to get a really big figure so I can show you like the field of views and stuff. Okay. So this is with so I'm going to leave the tripod here. I've got the wide angle lens on the Vixia camcorder. Okay, guys. So that's what it looks like right now. I'm trying to make it so it's not so bright. Maybe I can turn the brightness of the lights down or something, but this camera is hard to adjust the brightness settings. Where on the other camera I just need to use this. All right. Anyway, so yeah. That's so this is what it looks like with the wide angle lens. Okay, I'm gonna go take the wide angle lens off now, and then you guys will see how awful the field of view is. I'm trying not to move the camera, guys, but okay. So that's with the without the wide angle lens, all right, and that's with the wide angle lens. Big difference, right, guys? Yeah, it is. Okay, and that's not. I'm not even screwing it in yet. So. Okay, so I think that's a definite upgrade. All right, I'm gonna go put it back on, and then I'm gonna go put the G7X on. Okay, and then you guys will see what the G7X looks like. Okay, guys, so that's with the that's the G7X. All right, this is what it looks like, and that's without a wide angle conversion lens. Okay, so excellent. It looks really good. All right, and the picture looks really good too from the viewfinder. So yeah, like I said, there's things I like about this camera, and there's things I like about the other camera. I thought about buying another G7X, but it's just like they're so expensive, guys. I'm gonna say I got this one for a bargain. Is what I'm gonna say. Maybe if I could find the same dealie. So there it is. That's with just the wide angle. Also, I can probably make it. I can make it wider if I put it in the camera mode. I think in the custom mode it cuts off some of the picture. Watch this. Okay, so yeah, I think it makes it. I think it makes the screen wider or something. All right, but this is in the video mode. All right, we can try the auto mode. Okay, also. Never mind. The auto mode is only for taking pictures, apparently. Okay, so I have it in the video mode right now. All right. Okay, well, I think it's the same. I don't know, for whatever reason. Okay, yeah, and then it seems like the amount of data that the camera gobbles up is roughly the same. I think it's like 24 megabits, something like that. I don't quote me on that. I can't. I'd have to look at the video file, the properties on the video file to find out. All right. Anyway, so thank you to my lovely model, Alyssa. What's her name? Alyssa Ilnichnia Amiela. Okay. Yeah, she's got this crazy name. But yeah, she's from God Eater. Actually, I've never shot a video. I have shot a video on this, but it was a long time ago. So I'll probably do a show and tell on her in the future. But there she is. She's my only B-style quarter, 1/4 scale figure, bunny girl figure that I own. Okay, guys, they take up so much space and they're really expensive, but this is one of them that I managed to buy. All right, when figures weren't super expensive. Okay, thank you, Alyssa. And yeah, and that's the end of my show and tell video for my new camera. All right, the Canon Vixia HF R800 and the Canon G7X Mark II. All right, I like both of the cameras. Like I said, more of the time, Hades Omega is shooting videos, so the camcorder makes more sense to me. All right, and there's stuff I like about each camera. All right, that I wish, you know, maybe they can make one camera that, you know, does it all. Okay, I like the screen on the G7X. I like that there's nothing mechanical going in and out of the Vixia. I like the battery life on the Vixia. And the screen, I like the screen on the G7X better. All right, so I wish they could have done a better job with the screen on the Vixia, man. It looks like it's so like 90s viewfinder, man. Just want to say it's not like HD or anything. All right, but yeah. So I will probably be using the camcorder more and more. I try to get some practice with it. I think for figure videos, I think the G7X is better. The G7X has the Vixia has this brightness problem, like, as you can saw later. It was probably, picture was too bright. This one I can adjust the brightness easily with the dial here, see? So all I have to do is look at it and like, oh, that doesn't look black anymore, you know. I just look at the black, you know, and I say, oh, the black is too black, so I make it darker. So okay, so yeah, that was actually, I had it too bright right there. Okay, but that's what I use the custom mode for. All right, it's a kind of more, like I said, this is a more professional camera. Okay, anyway, so yeah, if you wanted to find out what video cameras Hades Omega uses for his videos, those are the ones I'm currently using. I've used ones in the past. All right, I used to have a Canon. I used to have a Samsung Galaxy camera, and I didn't like the focus on that. And I think that was it. Yeah, I've had 2 Galaxy cameras, and one of them was kind of not so good, so I just don't do the Galaxy cameras again. However, the zoom sucks on the G7X. I don't like the zoom on the G7X. It's slow, and you don't get a lot of optical zoom, where the camcorder has got some insane freaking like 57x zoom. Okay. All right, thanks for watching. Hades Omega out.